Everyone, this is a zipper foot. A little zipper foot. Zipper foot? Really, Nye? Hi, everybody! Hey, everyone. This is a button foot. And I know that it seems super scary and maybe even a little complicated, but it's not. And I'm going to show you how to use it. Yes. Yes. Come on, let's do it. In order to sew a buttonhole, you will need a button foot, a buttonhole foot, a button, fabric, and interfacing. Usually, interfacing is used to keep the edges of the buttonhole together so that when you do sew your buttonhole, it isn't weak and rip when you use your buttons. So I'm going to go ahead and iron on some interfacing with my wireless iron. Now I have interfacing on the back of my fabric. This fabric is beautiful. It's stretch woven by the Style Magnolia. You also need a ruler. Now, first things first. You need to know how to measure in order to put your buttonholes where you want them. Most patterns will tell you the spacing of your buttonholes, but they will not tell you how big your buttonholes need to be. That's your button foot's job. Oh! This is your button foot. It has a small tray. That's where you will put your button. Just like this. And then you squeeze it to close onto your button so your button doesn't go anywhere. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that this measurement here changes with the button size. So if I had a bigger button, this measurement is exactly what it is, would be larger, okay? So this is how you know the size of your buttonhole. And so you can actually use the foot to mark where you want your buttons to be. Take off this foot and put it away. I love how my machine has this little drawer, and most machines do, where you can store your feet so you don't lose them. Now you will have a small bar here where you can attach your button. The button goes in the back, okay? And a button foot is, for the Janome machine, a R. It is the letter R. So if you want to refer to it by its technical name, it is the R foot, okay? So I want to put my thread in there, right under there. You don't want your thread floating on top of your foot. So I put my thread through there, right? And if you will see, if you will notice, here's my measurement for my foot. Here in your machine, you'll find a lever which fits perfectly inside of your buttonhole gauge. It has one job. Its only job is to tell your machine, hold your horses, partner. We're done here. This buttonhole is finished. Before placing your fabric underneath your buttonhole foot, be sure to note where the center mark is on your buttonhole foot. This is where you're going to line up your buttonhole markings. It's also important to note, because this might freak you out at first, but the machine is going to feed your fabric towards you first, and then it's going to zigzag back onto that original stitch. That's how the buttonhole is created. Hey, let's get it started. So you're going to take your fabric and you're going to put it underneath your button foot. You're going to be sure to line up your markings with the center marking on that buttonhole foot. Be sure to pull down the hold your horses lever so that your buttonhole foot knows when to stop. Also, don't freak out, but your machine is going to feed that fabric towards you first. Look at that fabric going forwards, and now it's going to zigzag back on itself a couple of times, and it's going to come down the other side, and it's going to zigzag all the way back up towards you. Then what your machine is going to do is it's going to zigzag on itself. It's going to give 3 really quick locking stitches, and you are done, Nancy. Pull that lever up, pull that fabric out, and look what you have. And now you see that my buttonhole is right in between the lines that I marked. Isn't that fabulous? So now all you have to do is you can use a seam ripper like this one from Singer and just kind of poke it through there. And there you go. Next time, I'll teach you how to sew a button on. How about that, Nancy?